My audio's a tad bit low there. Okay, 1900 exactly. Good luck. We get black for this one. Our opponent, 2600 games, so double what we've done in Rapid. We're just approaching 1300 now. Not too far off. We'll play the carro as per usual. You can pretty much pre-move d5, but it's a Rapid game, so there's no need to pre-move it. But it really doesn't matter what white does. You're pretty much safe to pre-move that. Okay, we get the advance, so you pretty much always play bishop to f5, and you want to stop white from playing pawn down here. It's the only slight trouble with the carro. It can simplify down fairly quickly. You'd expect a move like knight up here, maybe develop your bishop or your other knight. Then we've got check and queen back. It depends obviously what white does, though. We can also go for c5. Yes, played knight up. So I'm going to go for the queen back line and cause a slight issue with castling if the queens don't trade. White's perfectly fine here, though. There's no issues for white here. Just means if you run your queen away, then you've got a slight issue getting castle just for a few moves until you figure it out. But the queen is now off, so it's a little bit easier to play for both of us. Okay, castles, that's done. We need to castle ourselves as well. I want to go the king side, but how do I do it? I think I like the idea of c5 while I get a chance to, but takes could activate the rook before we get developed, but c5 is still a good principled move before white gets too much of a clamp on that side whilst we're still getting developed. So we just play c5. If takes, we could go with the bishop, we could go with the knight. I'm not sure. We'll try and figure that out. And then we may do the knight something like this just to try and find a nice square for the knight. Now, do we go for a pawn sack there? Knight up, takes, knight up. I guess that would give you bishop in. That doesn't look very good to me. I just got to be a little bit careful. Takes, knight takes, with a knight coming like this, but we can cover it. So I think we're in time to develop. So I've just got to be careful, like I said now, with the rook coming in something like this before we complete piece development. But I think I'm okay to bring this knight up or go here. Kind of close the file. Again, you've got to watch out for this concept though, if we have knights like this. So knight come down with a view to coming in. So do I want to go and hit that bishop? No, I think I'm going to go here and try and close this file at least a little bit. Get my bishop up somewhere castle, and then I'll worry about trying to attack a bit more. Okay, so that's exactly what he's aiming for there, to fly down the board. Then we'll have to drop back. So bishop up, down, knight back. I guess you could push down again, or we could bring the knight all the way back. Slightly uncomfortable, but not much else I can do here. So I've just got to figure out where this knight's going to go, but I'll get castled, so that's done. We're going to see b4 fairly quickly. And we do, so I've got to deal with that. I can't play pawn up, so I need to drop this knight back here or here. Now if I come here, that's still a move, right? If I go here though, that looks like a nice reply. My alternative is to go here. If you come down, we can go here. I think I need to drop all the way back. Here, I'll do something like this. He's played knight down, threatening to come in. Logical, so we don't want that to happen. So I guess I've got to play knight here. Then knight in isn't quite such a threat. Still a nuisance moving it. I just need the audio a tad bit high there to hear the moves a bit better. Then maybe this rook across, or maybe kick the knight and launch forward. It's going to be difficult to try and break through here. And we're both probably going to push a pawn at some point to give the king that emergency square. We could even look at f6 and try and chip away at the center, I guess. Let's see what white does. Is he looking at knight d6 and then trade a knight for a bishop and advance the pawn? That's certainly feasible, isn't it? And then if you bring your knight in though to challenge here, we might have f6. So that's what he's probably looking at. Takes. We probably need a quick f6 to stop the knight jumping in, and then rook across, something like that. Still not a formality though. You might be able to protect the pawn. But I suspect that's what he's looking at now, just weighing up whether it's worth doing it or not. We don't have to take. We could play a quiet move like rook across, just protect the pawn. That might lead to a tactic though. Rook across, knight takes, and rook takes. So rook across. Yeah, he might have a nice tactic brewing there. So how do I deal with this? I can kick the knight and force the issue, but it feels like I should give my king an emergency square or go for this f6 option. Then if he plays knight in, f6, knight in, maybe we can just ignore it and take. The more I look at that, the more I like the look of that actually. F6, he's got knight in low to attack the rook and the pawn. That's slightly problematic, isn't it? So maybe I need to force the issue first. Yeah, I think I do. I need to force the issue first, see where that knight's going to go. Yeah, he's coming over. That's what I expected. So I can play f6 now. If you take, this knight hangs, but I can maybe counter by taking back. So f6, knight takes, knight takes. And if you take, we could take back. It feels a bit loose, doesn't it? Feels a bit loose. No, I think I'm going to take here. I think I need to take. It's whether I play up now. But if he gets knight in, no, I think I guard here. Knight in. If we take right now, we're okay. And we're going to try and potentially move, attack the pawn, and knight in. Maybe we can just ignore it and take. But once he's doubled up here, not sure we can. But I'm looking at f6, king f7 to support here, and then just try and win this pawn. That's what I'm aiming for. Let's just see how white plays it. Guess f6 helps to deal with moves like bishop down as well. The knight in right now, we double cover it, so we're threatening to take, but it might let his rook in. Could still be a thing. Otherwise, I guess his best bet is to double the rooks up. And if we move, then he plays knight in. Take, knight takes, say rook takes, pawn takes, rook takes. He's got a pawn majority this side, 2-1, and that could be a bit problematic, so... Oh, man, maybe I can go knight here and blockade with a view to f6. Yeah, so doubles up, I might be better coming this side with a view to going here. Then say knight in, yeah, that's what he's gone for. So do I have to play f6 now to stop this? If he pushes down, I'm not worried I can take. I think I need to play f6. My king can support the pawn. So f6 stops him coming in, and we're threatening knight across here. He's got knight back to challenge. Say we play across and he goes bishop here to protect the pawn. We've still got knight up, I think. I know we don't. That knight's moved, doesn't it? f6 is here. So f6 or knight here. There are my candidate moves. Knight here. Knight in. Take, and then I can play f6 and chip away at this pawn anywhere. Yeah, that might be the way to go. Knight in, takes, plant the knight here. Hit the pawn, hit the bishop, and play f6. Yeah, f6 first. No, my instincts are to go this way. You've got to trust your instincts sometimes. He might just blast on, but right now we can take. But knight in, I think we allow this, and knight forward. We're supported by our pawn. We hit the bishop, yeah, it's what he's gone for. But I think we okay to take, and then go here. Now we hit the bishop, we hit the pawn, we hit the pawn. But we've got to be careful. If his rook gets in, it might not get back out. So I'm going to have to play a quick f6. He'll probably play f4. It could be a big mistake what we've done here. Bishop down. Oh, he's sacked. What the heck? How can he do that? How can he get away with a sack? If this rook comes off, I'm fine. Am I fine? Takes, bishop here, and I'm actually lost. Oops. Bishop here, there's a back rank mate threat for one move, and I can get back and block. Oh, crumbs. If he'd have pushed a pawn already, I'd be lost with a trade, and bishop in. Because the pawn hasn't been pushed yet, I think I'm alright. I've just... We'll have to look at this. Bishop in now, takes. There's a back rank mate threat. That's the only reason I think I'm still in it. Takes. Obviously, if he runs, he does cover the check. But then I've maybe got time to play a move like f6. Wait, so he's found this nice move, but surely that's good for us though. Take, he's actually blundered mate. Yeah, he's blundered it. He's missed, he's just missed, he's been aware of the threat and then he's just blundered it, so we got very lucky there. So let's see what it was in engine speak. So 26 moves, they're the move times for both players, so let's just analyse it. The advanced Caracan, let's just see if there's anything to learn, especially in the opening. You're trying to learn from opening mistakes here, but it felt level right up to the very end there. It felt like it was very level, and it was. So we've got 94 against 78 on the accuracy, but only a couple of mistakes right at the end of the game there. That's it. See, nothing at all has been flagged for the first 20 moves. You get that quite a lot in the Caro, though. It can be difficult to actually create anything. See, we're both just finding all good moves here, so nothing wrong with either this from either of us. So it was good to take here. Rook across was good. Yeah, I should have gone for that f6 move. This is where I've first made my slight mistake. I should have played f6, and he plays apparently a4. So just hang the pawn and crash the rook in, something like that, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so I should have still played f6 though to stop him jumping in here. So we went slightly wrong there. Then here, I should have actually just jumped the knight forward here first instead of taking. So that was another inaccuracy. He was right to take. I was still right to go forward. The sack was good. And then, yeah, he had to play the bishop in, attacking the rook immediately. Now, at least we can blockade the pawn. But that was best for him. And there's no way we can come here allowing the pawn to push. So we'd have to go here. So he should have played there, rook up. Then he takes. Then we play the f6 move, give our king a square. He plays f4. We trade. We bring the rook to the open file, g4. Advance the rook. I guess we're attacking the pawn, but we're just trying to get pieces active. We've got a potential problem here, haven't we? What does he do? King g2 there, rook to d3. But if he comes here, take is problematic. I guess we can come behind and stop the promotion and then zigzag the king across, something like that. But that's just level. That's completely level. But then he's blundered here and hung the background mate. So we've got a little bit of luck with that one. Very lucky to finish like that.